Good evening, liveweatherblogs.com meteorologist Bob here for you with a special tropical update for Monday evening, September 13th, 2010. Hurricane Igor, what is he doing today? Well, he has pretty much still has maximum sustained winds at 150. Not much change in intensity today, has pretty much stayed the same. Pressure dropped just a little bit. We're down to 933 millibars. Still no eyewall replacement taking place, so it still has a shot maybe to get to Category 5 later tonight. It's pretty close, so we'll have to see if that happens. Movement to the west at 10. Should start moving to the west-northwest later tonight, and if you look on the satellite loop, which I'll show you in a minute, it looks like it might starting to take that west-northwest turn soon here. Again, no change in intensity today. Still a strong Category 4 hurricane. Has a shot to reach maybe Category 5 tonight or tomorrow. And then, again, the next couple days, the next 48, 72 hours, pretty much steady, maintaining that same strength. I don't see much change in that. Once it gets up towards Bermuda, that's when we could start to see some weakening. But right now, just looking at the shear forecast and everything, it could be a category, possibly up to a Category 3 hurricane by the time it passes near Bermuda, and that's where we're going to have to really watch this one carefully. If you look at the forecast track here by the National Hurricane Center, not much change today. I don't have much change either in my forecast thinking. I'll show you the models in a minute. Not much has changed. Actually, the consensus has tightened up just a little bit, which is actually good news. Still thinking this might come a little west of Bermuda or over Bermuda. Boy, I'm really hoping things shift east of Bermuda. Right now, I don't see that, so I'm still thinking maybe in this general area right here, just to the west of Bermuda or possibly over Bermuda. So somewhere in this area of the cone, kind of on the west side of this cone here. Not this far west, but probably somewhere in here. So hopefully this could shift east of Bermuda. That would be the best scenario for them. Heavy surf and rough seas will start affecting the northeastern Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico the next couple days. So if you're out in the waters, out in these areas, please be careful the next couple days. And then those rip currents and high heavy surf will reach the East Coast by the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So again, be careful out there if anybody's going to the beaches, especially along the southeast here where it's still summertime down here, Florida. Just be careful going out into the waters. So here's the satellite view, and again, pretty much beautiful. I mean, actually, it's grown in size a little bit today. So now tropical storm force winds extend outward almost 200 miles. So we've seen the size grow a little bit, and as this high pressure maintains over, it actually could grow a little bigger in size as it starts turning west, northwest, and northwest. So starting to become a pretty large hurricane, very well defined eye. Just a beautiful satellite presentation today. And you can see maybe on these last few frames, maybe starting to take that west-northwest turn a little bit. So we'll have to see if that pans out tonight or not. And that'll let us know if these little farther west models are going to verify or not. And that could bring it west of Bermuda. So that's gonna definitely get a good key on Bermuda the next 24 to 48 hours. Again, the bigger picture, and I'm kind of liking this thing. Looking at the trough today, I've just kind of been looking at this satellite loop today, and boy, it's really looking good that this could maybe even come east of Bermuda eventually. Boy, I'm hoping I'm seeing this right. It would be great news. So might even see those western models start shifting east the next 24 hours. Not totally bought on that yet, but I'm kind of seeing some signs where this high pressure may not be, some of these models that are moving it west want to keep this trough a little flatter and bring a little stronger ridge in here. But just looking at the satellite trend the last 24 hours, I'm not really seeing. I'm seeing this maybe dig a little deeper here. So, boy, I'm hoping that's true. I really am. And maybe we could shift this to the east of Bermuda. I'm not sold on that yet. I'm still thinking a little west of Bermuda or over Bermuda. But, boy, I would love to see this trend shift east of Bermuda for them. Again, still got a day or two to figure that out, and we'll modify that forecast as we go along. And again, here's that where we're moving here. This is the steering flow here, and you can see this broad trough in the western Atlantic. And again, the models that have Igor moving a little farther west have a little stronger high pressure and ridge in here, and want to turn it more this way and then off that way. So. But again, this is good news for the East Coast. This will not come near the East Coast. I will say it again and again and again. The East Coast will not be hit by Igor. Okay, and then wind shear again, high pressure over Igor and low shear pretty much until it gets up towards Bermuda. That's when this westerly shear will start affecting it. But until then, it's pretty low shear throughout its little journey here, and waters will still be warm. So again, Bermuda could, I thought maybe at first we could get down to about a Category 1 or 2, but has an outside chance of still being a Category 3 as it moves near Bermuda. So we really have to watch that one carefully. And again, models today. So you've seen the consensus shift east. Pretty much a lot of models to the east of Bermuda. We still have, in the blue here, we have UK Met. And then yellow is Canadian right in here. And then we also have, which I'll show you in a minute, the Euro is like pretty much like the UK Met model. So we still have a few to the west. And you could see in the next 24 to 48 hours, we're going to know if these models are going to verify or not, because they're the ones that bring it more west in the next 24 to 48 hours. If we don't see this, we'll know that this is the verification, and then we could come east of Bermuda. That's why we're really going to have that track pinpointed down in the next 24 hours. Probably 24 hours. Hopefully by this time tomorrow, we're going to be more likely to know if this is going east or west of Bermuda. Right now, I'm still Bermuda and maybe a little west, but we could be shifting a little east, and boy, I hope that turns out to be the case. GFDL has still been the farthest east model. We would love to see this verified because this would really save Bermuda the brunt of Hurricane Igor. Again, the strongest winds are on the east side of these hurricanes, so if this can move east of Bermuda, it'll be great news. And again, still keeps it pretty strong, and like I said, formidable Category 3 as it passes near Bermuda. GFS pretty much has been the same. That and the GFDL have pretty much been the same, taking it just east of Bermuda. And again, that continues today. You can see, again, a weaker ridge and moving this way, and then missing Canada as well. Again, our friends in Canada will have to watch this. If it comes a little farther west of Bermuda there, could hit them in the end. So again, we have to watch that. And again, here's the Euro. And again, probably pretty much about the same as the 0Z run, taking it just west of Bermuda. This would be the worst track scenario for Bermuda. We don't want to see that. And just to show you, the GFS and the Euro, both of them eventually get Invest 92L developed in the Bay of Campeche. I'm going to show you Invest 92L towards the end there. I think it's actually, might be, and this is the first time I'm saying this, might be getting its act together a little bit this afternoon, this evening. I'll show you that in a minute. And looking at the bigger picture here, and here we go. So there's Invest 92. I'm going to close in on that in a minute. Here's Earl. I'm not talking much about Julia now. Way out there, not going to affect any land. Tropical storm right now, 50-mile-per-hour winds. I will talk about her a little bit in my tomorrow morning update. But she's out there, and then we have our next wave ready to come off the African coast as well. Okay, Invest 92L, real quick. Now, if you can see closely, I'm seeing a better, well-defined spin today in this. And this looks like it might be getting down to the surface. So, actually looks a little better. Not a lot of convection around, though. We're starting to see some building on the north side here. Brought a lot of rain to Jamaica today, and that rainfall will be spreading towards the Cayman Islands tonight into tomorrow. So expect a lot of rainfall there, but I don't know. It looks a little better organized. The National Hurricane Center, as of 2 p.m., had only 40%. I bet they upped this a little bit at 8 p.m. We're going to have to see, but I don't know. It looks a little better on satellite here, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's finally starting to get its act together. If you look at the wind shear, I mean, again, could you ask for any better conditions than this? Nice upper high over. It just hasn't got itself together at the surface yet. It hasn't been a well-stacked system. Could be seeing that now. We'll have to see. Again, this will be the track towards the west, maybe a little north of west. Again, my thinking was Belize, Yucatan Peninsula right in here. And then if it could go over pretty much the Yucatan pretty quickly, might have a chance to get itself back together in the Bay of Campeche over the weekend. Probably more like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll have to watch that. High pressure still in control. If we saw the right here, if we see this high pressure still in control here, this high might weaken a little bit. So when it gets into the Bay of Campeche later this weekend, depending on how fast it goes, it might want to slip a little farther north. So again, South Texas, just keep one eye on this. High pressure looks like it's going to save you again. So hopefully it'll kind of stay south of them, and that's what it's kind of looking like now. But just watch it just carefully. It might try to get itself together in the Bay of Campeche. So again, there's the satellite view. And then the vorticity, 850, looking a little better today. So again, might be getting itself together. We'll have to see about that. Models have come on a little more on board today with this system developing near the Yucatan and then developing in the Bay of Campeche this weekend, kind of Friday, Saturday time frame. Well, that is it for this afternoon. Thanks for listening. I will have another tropical update for you guys tomorrow morning. Stay tuned to liveweatherblogs.com for the latest weather information. Have a good day.